May we now request the Chair of Jury, Time India Awards, Mr. Norman Pearlstein and Mr. Rajat Dhawan, Director, McKinsey Company, to kindly introduce the Time India Awards.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce the inaugural Time India Awards. These awards were developed to recognize excellence in Indian manufacturing. Although profits were important, the awards went to companies who also demonstrated best business practices as they worked to improve the lives of Indians and the rest of the world. While the government encouraged creation of the Time India Awards, it assured their integrity by insisting that we develop an impartial, research-based process for assessing India's best manufacturers. Beginning with a database of more than 3,000 companies, we and our knowledge partner, McKinsey Company, shortlisted 150 companies who were invited to complete a detailed application form. The three finalists in each of three categories, Best-in-Class Manufacturing, Innovation, and Young Maker of the Year, were announced last month at the World Economic Forum in Davos. Our splendid jury, selected for its integrity and its business acumen, included Carlos Ghosn, Chandra Kohar, John Rice, Kevin Sneeder, Naran Murthy, and Rana Fururhar. They joined me in choosing tonight's winners. My thanks to all the judges for their thoughtful dedication and participation in this year's Time India Awards. It is now my pleasure to introduce McKinsey Director Rajat Dhawan, who will take you through the methodology for this award program. Thank you.
Good evening. Make in India is an idea whose time has come. In fact, Make in India is already gaining traction. I'd like to add to today's spirit by saying this. Let's not just make in India, but make better and more efficiently in India. May Make in India be the most competitive force out there. The Time India Awards celebrate the spirit of excellence, the spirit of striving to stretch and achieving more. We hope that these awards will inspire the creation of hundreds of large manufacturers to rise from India. Here is a short film that will introduce you to the awards process.
The Time India Awards celebrate competitiveness, innovation, and entrepreneurship.
We were looking for companies that are making distinctive contributions to Make in India. We in fact awarded holistic business performers, not just companies that are running the best plant operations.
We followed a rigorous process to identify contenders for these awards.
We started with more than 2,100 companies, covering the Indian manufacturing space across 14 sectors. 150 were shortlisted on the basis of their scale, excellence, innovation, and value created for stakeholders.
Along with timing, our intensive and objective assessment of these companies have focused both on performance and their contribution to the whole ecosystem.
An eminent panel of jury members has selected the winner for each of the award categories.
We looked at much more in detail at the operational efficiency. Innovation was a very important criteria. And finally, we did look at the financial numbers as well.
We at McKinsey Company take extreme pride in being the knowledge partners for this inaugural edition of Time India Awards.
Thank you, Rajat. And now I would like to announce the Time India Award winners for 2016.
For best-in-class manufacturing, the winner is Tata Steel. Tata Steel, founded over 100 years ago in 1907, Tata Steel has become synonymous with India's steel sector, transforming the industry with its unmatched focus on low-cost and energy-efficient manufacturing. With 80,000 employees spread across 5 continents, Tata Steel has evolved into one of the world's leading steel manufacturers, with customers in sectors as diverse as construction, automotive engineering, consumer goods and shipbuilding. For Innovator of the Year, the winner is Hero MotoCorp. Hero MotoCorp, after operating for 25 years as a joint venture with Japan's Honda Motor Company, Hero MotoCorp has been functioning independently since 2010, showing how an Indian automaker can hold its own against the best of the world. Hero is the world's largest manufacturer of two-wheeled vehicles, a position that owes much to its manufacturing capability that has resulted in a steady stream of new bikes and scooters that are popular with consumers in both India and beyond. For Young Maker of the Year, the winners are Yogesh Agrawal and Rajesh Agrawal, Ajanta Pharma. Yogesh and Rajesh Agrawal have transformed Ajanta Pharma, once a money-losing business, into one of the most profitable players in the Indian pharmaceutical business, focused on producing branded generic drugs. On their watch, Ajanta's market capitalization has increased by a whopping 65 times over the past 10 years to about $1.6 billion. Today it employs over 6,000 people globally, including over 640 at its R&D center in Mumbai.
I would now like to invite to the stage our winners, Mr. T.V. Narendran of Tata Steel, Mr. Pawan Munjan of Hero MotoCorp, and Mr. Rajesh Agrawal and Mr. Yogesh Agrawal of Ajanta Pharma. It is now my great privilege to invite the Right Honourable Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, to join us on stage to present the awards.
Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you, Mr. Norman Pearlstein and Mr. Rajat Dhawan, for doing the honors.